Ladies and gents, welcome back to episode number 5 of the Glory Hunt Save here at Let's Go Madrid, where if you have seen the previous episodes, things have started very, very well for us. We've got another jam-packed episode to come your way, but as we always do, we will take a look at the league table, where we are unbeaten. We are on 34 points, and we are 2 points clear of our nearest rivals, Real Madrid, Getafe 3rd, and Barcelona in 4th. Villarreal down in 5th, fight for that Europa League. Sociedad fighting for the Conference League spot. At the bottom, Osasuna, Real Vallecano, and Oviedo, the side struggling. Fixtures for today, as always, 5 of them we play, 3 we'll actually play, 2 we will sim, and it is going to be a Real Vallecano first. There's Arsenal away in the Champions League, then Seville at home in the league, before we go away to Elche, and then Liverpool at home. So 2 Premier League big hitters in the Champions League. In fact, whilst we're on that topic, we'll go and have a look at the Champions League stage and see where we are in the table. We are top. We are 4 from 4 currently. So I think I may skip the Arsenal game and play the Liverpool. I think we'll definitely skip one of them and obviously hope that we get the automatic qualification top 8 spot. Obviously, there's a lot of football still to be played, but I don't want to play both of them. I still want to focus on the league form, where we are absolutely flying in the minute. The good news is Cucurella did get injured in the last game. However, he is back for this game. It was only a temporary injury to that man. So we are back to full strength for this one. That is the team. It's Real Vallecano away first up. And we're looking to keep the unbeaten start going. Underway then, and looking for more of the same. We have been near perfect in the opening stages of this season. So there's a long way to go. We don't want to get carried away. But in every test that we've had so far, we have come good, including that absolute thriller of the Madrid derby that we had a couple of episodes ago. They said, if you haven't checked out the previous videos, the playlist is there. Go and check it out. Of course, we've got the player career mode on the go as well. So plenty for you to get involved with, at least 2 episodes a week. Plenty for you to go and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. And hopefully we can continue our fine form. Gallagher out wide into Bonea. Bonea now through the middle. Can he cut it back to find Julian Alvarez? He will. Julian Alvarez tries to go one more through the middle. Can't. Real Vallecano holding strong defensively at the start, but Cucurella's there. He's now going to try and find the run of Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez makes a perfect run shot. Botello with a big save. It was nearly perfection, and it was nearly the best start within the opening 10 minutes as Marc Cucurella dispossessed out of position to step out, but Alvarez, the angle tightened, and he couldn't quite get it on target. Gallagher into Alvarez. Alvarez going to look for the run of Hope, and Hope makes a brilliant run. He's now darting into the box. Can he square back to Julian Alvarez? He does. Alvarez, 1 touch, 2 touch, bang! He may be the best striker in the world currently. He is in scintillating form. It's unlucky for some. It's not unlucky for Julian Alvarez. Goal number 13 of the season. Hits the back of the net. And we're winning yet again 1-0 to send those fans in the pub back in Madrid absolutely wild. Inside to Oscar and just swinging out wide and having a little spell of possession here as the Nomads there to clear the ball. And again, defensively, we are absolutely rock solid at times as we're looking for the run here of Reece James, but just an absolute unit across this team. It's such a strong lineup that we've built and we've inherited from last season. As Hanko now finds Hope, the youngster, and Barrios will go out wide to Simeone. Simeone is going to twitch in on his right foot, gets the shot away. Sorry, left foot that was, not his right foot, as he cut in from that far side. We are going to have a corner there as Bonea is going to put the ball into the box and looks to find Hanko. Can't find Hanko as Moomin will clear the ball to Brown. A crazy first half by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll absolutely take it. Again, it's a solid display so far. Vallecano have not really caused us any issues, and I'm not sure whether they've had a clear shot on goal yet. But again, when it's 1-0, you never know, as Gallagher does really well. Julian Alvarez now trying to get the ball through, but Dagger's there. But again, we just want to get that second goal, try and kill this game off, secure the 3 points and move on. That very, very big Arsenal game coming up in just a few days' time. Like a wonderful football from Atletico Madrid again. Simeone down this right-hand side. Can he drive it in? Can he square it across to Conor Gallagher? Bang! Sensational from the Englishman. Of course, he's at Tottenham in real life, but he's still very much an Atletico Madrid player here. As Simeone did sensationally well to pull this ball back in. Who was there? Of course, it's Conor Gallagher. This is sensational finish. It's not very far out, but first time on the volley. Bang! How's you like 2-0? Only again down this right-hand side, just looking to work his way, looking to get some magic. Barrios on the edge. Now fallen to Hope. Has Hope got anywhere to go? Not really. Barrios is going to try and find Conor Gallagher, and Oscar's there. So Vallecano haven't defended badly at times. It's just been that little bit of extra class that we have across this team that's proven the difference so far. Hope driving forward again, and we've got a potential chance to create another opportunity as Bonet is there. It's Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez back to Hope. It's absolutely scintillating, but Patella clears the ball. It would have been a special team goal. And now that we've got that second goal, we are absolutely cooking. We're going to come forward again here through Barrios, and Barrios on the edge of the box now, just looking to make something happen. Goes to Hope. Hope tries to find Alvarez, and that's just wasteful. Griezmann now, fresh legs on the pitch. Griezmann is one of them. Moises Kean is another as we play through our number 9, Moises Kean. I tell you what, he's not playing a lot of football because Julian Alvarez is keeping him out, but he is starting to hit a bit of form off the bench. He gets his third goal, and we've got 2 strikers in formidable form, as it is going to be yet another 3 points at Atletico Madrid. Game, set and match. So we will simulate the game against Arsenal then. We are going to make a couple of changes. Brennan Johnson is going to start on the right-hand side. I am going to start Joby Bellingham instead of Hope through the middle. I think they are going to be the only changes that we will make for this game. I don't think I want to bring in anybody else at this stage. We're absolutely fine as we are. So we're going to just hope. Again, we've got a perfect record in the Champions League so far. Arsenal are struggling down in 20th. Quick Sims have been kind to us. Will they be kind here? We'll take it. Martinelli goal on 79 minutes for Hope as a substitute came on the pitch and scored with 3 minutes to go. The unbeaten record is intact, but it is a draw and our first draw of the Champions League stage. We'll also simulate the game against Seville. We're going to go back to our regular starting lineup as we did for the first game against Rayo Vallecano. Again, looking to keep the record up in the league, and hopefully this should be a win. No, an upset on the cards. Bonet gave us the lead. Alfron got the equals before Peque got the winner, and our first defeat of the season comes to 16th place Seville. We simply have to be better. We simply have to bounce back. This is our first real taste of our character, I think, in terms of can we take disappointment and can we improve on it? Brennan Johnson's into the squad, and Brennan Johnson can make an instant impact. Julian Alvarez is in, he's onside, and he hits it straight at the keeper. That would have been the start we wanted in the pouring conditions in Madrid. The corner earlier as Bonet comes into the box. We try and get ahead on it, Normads there. But I say a few changes around the pitch as we just look to send a message to the players that that performance was not good enough last time out. Looking to come forward for Elche. Reece James is comfortably clearing that ball, and now we can potentially look to counter-attack through Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez will go one more. Back to Johnson, back to Alvarez. Oh, nearly. And Reece James was making the perfect overlap. That's what we're all about. Quick attacking wing play. Didn't quite work for us on that occasion. A little bit lackadaisical. The intensity's there, though. We can't deny that. We are trying to push and just hustle to win the ball back. And Joby Bellingham, sensational work rate from us again. Cucurella getting back into position as well. Now we can look to come forward. It's Reece James on the ball. Reece James into Julian Alvarez. Goes one more down the line. Brennan Johnson, is he onside? He is onside. Brennan Johnson now can look to square it across to Julian Alvarez, who just takes one step too far and can't quite get himself in front of goal. James into Alvarez. Alvarez looking for the run of Brennan Johnson, who surely this time is going to put us ahead. He puts it wide. Oh, Brennan, what are you doing? We've had 2 glorious opportunities and we are yet to find the back of the net. We look a little bit shaky. Alvarez again on the ball. This time again, he finds Brennan Johnson, and Brennan Johnson's going to drive into the box. Can he go alone across the keeper? Goal! He makes up for the earlier miss just a few moments ago. And Brennan Johnson gets himself on the score sheet for goal number 2 of the season in La Liga. And he will be very, very grateful for that as the fans celebrate and the boos turn to cheers. 1-0. Finds Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson is having a brilliant game in terms of where he's getting in. He's just doing absolutely everything we need him to do. He said he should have had 2 goals. Cucurella on the ball now. Goes back to Barrios. Out wide to Brennan Johnson. No, just trying to force it again. We know we're better than that and just need to be patient in front of goal. Does really well there. Jimenez is back into the starting lineup. Finds Bonea. Bonea now finds Julian Alvarez. Does he know? That will be all she wrote for the first half. A good first half. We should be home and dry. It's only 1-0 at the break and there's still work to do. A dream start here if Brennan Johnson can make something happen here. And Brennan Johnson switches in onto his left foot as he cuts inside from the wide. But again, he's having a really good game. The amount of times he's got in behind the back line. So Simeone doesn't do quite as much. He's got a bit more pace and a bit more about him than Simeone as we look to now. And this is Jimenez is there, putting in a really good performance as well. Every man on the pitch doing their bit so far. Alvarez again finds Brennan Johnson, and again Brennan Johnson potentially can drive at goal. Again Brennan Johnson's going to look to square back, put it into the top corner. Can't. Another big save. from the goalkeeper to keep the scoreline at 1-0. How it's only 1-0, I do not know. Silva, wonderful ball in, chance, what a save from All Black. First big chance for the visitors, and it caused a big save from Jan All Black to deny, and that is why we always need to go for the killer blow. That is why we always need to stay on guard, because you never know when things like that might happen. Julian Alvarez now looking for the run of Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson a bit tricky from Julian Alvarez as Brennan Johnson looks to cut back, looks to find Conor Gallagher. No, will it fall to Barrios on the edge of the box? It does. Can the deflection go in? Yes, it does. It's scrappy, it's horrible. Bellingham couldn't bundle it over. You know who could bundle over? Of course, it's Julian Alvarez for goal number 14 of the season. He just can't stop scoring, and that is a bit of a circus of a goal, if we're completely honest. Wonderful through ball again. Chance here again. Adam hits back. The crowd is silenced as Elche get themselves back in the game. They had a glorious chance just before we scored. And just after we score, they hit us back. It's a wonderful goal. Lazy from Reece James, who plays them onside. Nothing All Black could do about this one. Brought on some fresh legs again just to try and get a bit more life in it. And one of the players there, Simeone, on the ball, looking to inject some life into the game. Sloppy from Elche as they look to clear Griezmann onto the pitch. We know what he can do from distance, and that would have been something of an old Griezmann rocking up in his last season for the club. Juliano Alvarez through the middle to Griezmann. Griezmann, can he get himself a goal? No. Can it fall back to Alvarez? There he is. The keeper makes a rare mistake, parries it back into the line of Julian Alvarez as he gets his second of the game. 15 and 15. He is the best striker in the world. I have no doubt about it. Neto ball into the box there. Andre De Silva looking to make some magic. Lenormand comes across. We're going to have to come across again. Neto this time. Cucurella looking to shut the ball down. Can't. De Silva there. All Blacks there to pick up the pieces. And that should just be about that for this game. We've got a few minutes. We will go for the jugular. Again, goal difference could be absolutely vital at the end of this season. You never know. But just 1 minute at a time. And again, it's an instant bounce back win. And it's a very good performance. 3-1. It doesn't really do it justice. We could have been home and dry long before that third goal hit the back of the net. As Elche come forward for one last time. Reece James trying to get across Redondo. Then plays it back to Rita. Reece James there, corner. There's going to be one last chance for Elche to try and potentially get a consolation goal. It will be nothing more than that as we clear the ball through Jimenez. The referee blows the whistle. 3 points in the bag. We bounce back from the defeat with Seville in style. Champions League nights under the lights then as we welcome Liverpool, the Estadio Metropolitano, for round 6 of the Champions League in this league format. We have been in very good form in all competitions so far, but Liverpool, okay, as a side, but we came up against plenty of times with Crystal Palace and a side that we do know how to beat. And again, I'm hoping that we are going to be a big test for this Liverpool side, and that we can hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. Alvarez out wide to Simeone. Simeone can look to call Balde a few problems here. Back inside to Hope. Hope just patient with the play. Goes to Bellingham. No Barrios there, of course. He is suspended for this game as Hope goes out wide to Buenea. Buenea looking to cut inside to Julian Alvarez, who I think's onside. Spins his man, does really well. Oh my word. He is an absolute cheat code right now. He cannot stop scoring. He's got 15 in the league. He's got 5 in the Champions League. 20 goals for the season already. And we're not even at the halfway stage. Julian Alvarez, you are a freak, my friend. People coming forward through Cody Gakpo. Makio on the edge of the box. Alexander Isak now looking to spin his man. Can we get a block? And we do. Hope does really well to stop the big Swede from getting on the score sheet. Buenea now in. Can he find Julian Alvarez? Of course he can find Julian Alvarez. And Julian Alvarez, is he in behind? No, Balde's there. He's too quick for that. For a split second, it looked like we were maybe going to get in behind yet again. Coming forward for Liverpool, Lenormand is there. Goes back to Cody Gakpo, though. Liverpool, the little stroke of luck there. Spins his man. Reece James sent for a hot dog. Florian Wirtz now. Lenormand is there with a big block again, but the Liverpool are going to come forward again. Makio plays in Alexander Isak. Cucurella trying to get across, trying to get the block in, not trying to overcommit our plan. McAllister from distance. All Black saves. Good defending from Atletico Madrid. Change at half-time then. Brennan Johnson is on, just for the sole fact that I think he's going to put up a bit more of a fight against Balde. Simeone just hasn't got that extra yard of pace that I think potentially he needs. So Brennan Johnson, I think, at half-time, it makes the logical sense. Again, we are going for the win here. We are not looking just to settle on this 1-0 win. So referee plays a good advantage there through the middle. Normad. Now wide to Bellingham. Bellingham goes out wide to Brennan Johnson, who's now come onto the pitch and looking to beat Balde, but Balde is playing very, very well. But he does give the ball away to Reece James, and now we can look to come forward again with hope. Doué with a massive challenge to deny Liverpool coming out all guns blazing with the tackles in this second half. Verts, this is dangerous. Alexander Isak now on the ball. Normad, absolutely sensational from him. We've got to concentrate though, because Cody Gakpo's now coming forward, but Joby Bellingham is there. The fight and determination from this Athletic Madrid team is unmatched. I can't get a word out. Brennan Johnson's going to be offside, but surely there's a foul in the build-up. There is a foul. The yellow card is brandished for Mocchio. Thankfully for us. And yet we don't get the free kick. What's the yellow? Game's gone. Game has gone into the box. Lenormand is trying to get there. Verts has a shot. Deflected. Hanko there. Again, it's sensational from Atletico Madrid's back four. Bellingham. Alvarez. Is Brennan Johnson onside this time? No, he's off again. Johnson finds Reece James on the overlap, and now we're going to look for Julian Alvarez, who's got Rudiger for company. Julian Alvarez is going to skin his man. Absolutely sensational. Thank you very much. That's going to be 2. It is. You better believe it. And when he doesn't score, he gets the assist. Rudiger sent for a hot dog. Mustard and ketchup on mine, please, Anthony, because you have been absolutely done like a kipper. Thanks for coming 2-0. Oh no, chance for Liverpool to get another one back. Bang, Ekitike comes on for Alexander Isak, who did absolutely nothing. And bang, just like that, Liverpool are back within a chance. We've got a big 10 minutes now. It's a really well-worked goal as we just got a bit congested. It's a really nice through ball. Ekitike is not missing that. Griezmann now. Brennan Johnson looking on the overlap to Pubil. It's gone for Reece James, who is absolutely knackered, and we don't want to risk an injury. We know we've got a history of injuries with Reece James. We don't want to run the risk. We've got absolutely nobody on here. Going to try and switch this to Hanko. Gets very lucky that we don't get dispossessed. Moises Keane now is on the pitch. Goes out wide to Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson going to look to cut inside. Does cut inside, but the tricky wet conditions just force him to lose the ball. Ekitike now is looking to come forward, and Liverpool are looking to break. Alexander Isak, who I thought had actually gone off the pitch, and maybe he should have gone off the pitch because he's done absolutely nothing in this game. A frantic episode comes to an end, and despite our defeat, Real Madrid draw. So the gap is down to 1. It is absolutely relentless at the top of this table. Just a 1-point gap, and this is the standard we're going to have to be at if we're going to go on to win this league. We've got a nice gap back to Getafe and Barcelona in 3rd and 4th. At the bottom of the table, Seville, the side that beat us, down in 15th. Vallecano, Oviedo and Osasuna at the bottom. In the Champions League group stage, of course, we did draw a game against Arsenal. We are still top, though. 16 points, 5 wins, 1 draw so far. Things are looking very good for us in this competition. And then the games coming your way over the next episode or so. First up, it's away to Mallorca. We're then home to Real Betis. It's then home to Real Madrid in the Copa de España. So a home tie against our noisy neighbours, then Valencia and Villarreal at home. And then we get deep into the month of January where the Champions League final couple of games hit ourselves. We've got a busy forensic period coming up. Transfer window round the corner. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to see the next episode.